We're where the fear began. I'm Oliver. That school had been closed for 30 years, but that night, even though there was no wind, the old school bell started ringing by itself. Someone whispered my name. The first thing that struck me when I set foot in that town was the silence. It was a small teaching town in the American Midwest, barely visible on the map. The streets were orderly, the houses quiet, but everyone hurried past the same building. The ruined stone school, even though it had been closed for 30 years, the townspeople still avoided it after sunset. Once again, my curiosity got the better of me. One night I walked through the narrow streets where the wind howled like a corridor and entered the schoolyard. Everything was dark. The doors were broken and dilapidated. Just as I was about to turn back, I heard that sound. Zing. It sounded like an old iron bell. It echoed from one of the dark corridors. The villagers said that the person ringing this bell was the headmaster who had disappeared years ago. But what really made my hair stand on end was the bell. Because there was no wind. There was no electricity. There was no one inside. But the bell rang again. This time, a muffled voice calling my name was heard. Following the bell, that whisper-like voice trailed upwards along the old stairs. My heart felt like it would burst out of my chest, but I couldn't turn back. I found a torch and shone it down the corridor. There was a smell of chalk. How could the smell of chalk still linger in a building that had been closed for years? At the end of the corridor, one of the classrooms was open. As I approached the door, I heard a faint creaking of wood from inside. It was as if someone was pulling on a chair. When I peered inside, the classroom was empty. There was only a sentence carved into the old wood. "Welcome to class." Just then, the bell rang again. But this time, it was so close it deafened my ears. A shadow appeared behind the door. Tall, thin, human, but not moving like a human. I raised my torch. The shadow took a step towards the classroom. Without looking back, I started running. When I reached the courtyard, the ground was shaking. So much so that the whole building seemed to want to throw me out. The next day, when the villagers saw me, they said only one thing. Anyone who hears the bell once is always called back. I left that village, but some nights I still dream of that bell ringing again. Do you also succumb to your curiosity and enter abandoned places?